To Sir with Love, the past.
Dear sir, I had a good day today, I think. I went to see a career advisor who asked me what do I want to be. I told him if I couldn't become a footballer, I wanted to become a doctor or lawyer because they were good jobs.
He told me that I had to be very clever to do those, and told me about jobs I didn't ask about. I wonder if he had spoken to Mr. G, my maths teacher, who told me that all I was interested in was football. I was sad.
Because maths was my favourite subject, and I thought I was good at it.
Last week there were comedians on the television who were referring to people who looked like me with horrible names that the audience laughed at.
I didn't find them funny because when I go to school, the others called me the same names in the playground and laughed. I don't like that feeling. I felt picked on.
There's also a comedy show with the words love and neighbour in its name that showed anything but love to the neighbours. And there was Tarzan, who was brought up by an ape, and yet he was seen as braver and wiser than people who looked like me, who were not raised by a primate.
Maybe Mr. G and the career advisor watched those programs too and didn't want me to be disappointed. Maybe they didn't want to get my hopes too high.
Be too ambitious. But what do I know? My best friend D went to see his gran over the weekend. I wish I could see mine. Why is Nenen in Grenada?
How did she get there? Why
And Dad come here?
I guess we'll find out one day.
The present. Dear Junior, it has been a while. Let me update us. We made it neither as a footballer nor as a doctor, but we did make it as a lawyer, a barrister to be precise. In fact, law was our second profession, so we ended up with two. Glad we didn't let the career advisors and Mr. G's advice define us and determine our destiny. It is ironic we mention Mr. G because we went on to get a distinction in mathematics, the very subject he taught us. Things have changed much since we were young. Today we advocate equality of opportunity in various forms and on various platforms. Sadly, however, there are still many perceptions to be addressed. Sometimes people aren't even aware of their adverse treatment of others. Some label this the effects of unconscious bias. We now have diversity, awareness and inclusion as part of our lexicon. The former is a matter of observation. However, the latter is a matter of implementation, on which there's a lot more work to do. We will be pleased and saddened in equal measures to know that we attended 3 universities and gained 3 degrees, one of which is a Master's in Law. And yet, we have not once been taught how Nenen, or our ancestors, got to be in Grenada. In fact, we have never formally been taught how our uncles, aunts and cousins got to be in Trinidad or elsewhere in the Caribbean. Symbolically, it may appear, the hospital in which we were born in Chiswick and our primary school in Fulham no longer exist. They have been replaced by structures deemed more important. It is as if our ancestral history is deemed likewise. Mum and Dad came here, worked hard, and more than contributed to the economic development of the country in which we were born and educated. Recently, it was announced that how Nenen got to be in Grenada from Africa, while Mum and Dad came to the UK, and their contributions will be taught in some schools as part of their curriculum. Maybe in the future, when our children write to us, they will be more enlightened about Nenen, Mum and Dad for their formal education than we were.
The future, dear Dad.
Right, hello. My name is Dad, and your name is...
Kofi. So
So, I thought I was talking first.
okay.
Okay, thank you. Right,